lead and teach. It's a humbling experience. And there's no way around the hurt, the pain. So I'm not going to try to give you a presentation as if, if you do this, then this won't happen. Even if you do good, evil is present. You just got to want it bad enough. You got to love God enough till you deny yourself. When you find out that it's not the devil that's doing all this stuff, you find out that God is behind in making you over, changing you, turning you into another woman, another man. And it take all these things that you're dealing with. Even what you felt was a mistake, you can take that and turn it into a lesson and eventually a blessing. God free to send all type of people to my ministry because of the level of hurt I survived. And it's not important to voice yourself. A lot of times, the pride I have you, where you always got to defend yourself. I literally let people say what they want to say, and just watch, because now I can find out who is friends with my enemies, and I see who embrace the spirit that don't care for me. Then I can understand the whole process of life. And then eventually, if you stay in your place without, if you open your mouth, God don't talk. If you take action, God don't take no action. So some people live their whole life and never see, the eyes haven't seen, the ears have heard. The other day, I don't know if one of the kids did it, but you take simple things. I couldn't find my shoes at the house, and I know I looked right there, and I'm used to that kind of stuff. And a lot of them that went with me this week, last 2 or 3 weeks, they seen things that they never saw before. I thought Bree had done saw me cast out of the demon, and when she saw me casting out them demons out of Mahogany, and Jordan said, why is she telling Bishop no? The spirit was wanting to fight. And Lil Jordan, and he said, I'm just finna leave out, And I said, that's not her. That's not her. And people be fascinated. It'll make you, deepen you into the truth when you realize how real this thing is. How the police pull us, and 3 cops all surrounded around some sanctified Holy Ghost people, And the Lord said, no weapon formed against you will prosper. And Jordan got me bringing him a BB gun, a pellet gun from Mississippi. And I didn't think about it until we left. Them people didn't make us get out the car. They wouldn't open the door. God wouldn't let them do nothing. If they would have opened the door, they could have did what they wanted to do. God wouldn't let them do nothing. The man told me, I advise you not to go back down there. I said, okay, and I went right back down there. They said, well, I'm advising you not to go back down there. I said, well, I heard the advice. I said, let's go back down there. It's a life that you live. It's a relationship with God. But you got to be broken from what you done got used to, what you're accustomed to, what you call you. And he sent these tests. And he purposely, Deuteronomy 8th chapter, the 2nd verse, he's doing it on purpose. Tell somebody, you're going through this on purpose. Read.
And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee and to prove thee, to know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments.
Now understand this statement. It says, Lord thy God led thee 40 years in the wilderness. It says he led thee in the wilderness. Tell somebody you're in your wilderness. He led thee in the wilderness to humble thee. He said, now, I ain't have to send you to go down these woods with these poisonous snakes where there ain't no food at, ain't no water to drink. I sent you out here in the middle of the woods on purpose. To do what? To humble thee. Now he didn't say, so I can know you. He said, prove thee, and to know what was in thy heart, whether thou wouldst keep his commandments or no. Read. Now see what the test, this is the test when it has accomplished the mission. The Deuteronomy 8:3, what it say?
And he humbled thee.
And he humbled thee. Is your test humbling you? Or you becoming bitter, mad, hateful, mean, stinking thinking, evil thinking? You're going to hell. You can sit here and put on the front all you want. You're going to sit here, and the way you know you're going to be around here doing your thing. A preacher want to preach. You know you ain't right. You think you can't be slick with God. You ain't right, you ain't right. So it don't matter about what you put on in front of people. Y'all be trying to find ways to get out of what we teach. That's witchcraft. You might be a witch then. So, witches do what they do. I leave people alone. I sit here because, I was looking at a prophecy. Where are you? A prophecy Archer did about a month or so ago. And from death to new people, everything came to pass. God sending new people who are going to receive the teaching for everything she prophesied, laid out. Listen to it today. That's why I be having people to write them emails, record everything. You could hear things and then you could see it that came to pass. And then you got to be hated enough where people don't receive from you. If they're going to do what they want to do. Jesus purposely came in on a disformed body. He didn't look good. He looked afflicted. He looked deformed. Came in on purpose so proudful people won't want to deal with him. And I ain't hanging with that man. He right here talking about he God. Before Abraham was, he was. He don't look good no how. He hid himself right among men. Many don't receive what God had for them because they will not humble themselves. People tearing for the Holy Ghost. People want to be healed. People want to be delivered. And all this stuff. When Corona came, I had them went through them putting me in jail. I'm talking about saved. Arresting me. Man driving me in the woods with his shotgun. I'm sitting there, Lord, don't let this man kill himself. Don't let him do that. I wasn't worried about him doing that to me. They shooting at me in Mississippi. I lived through all that. So when Corona came, it wasn't nothing to it. But did you go through every step of your process, or did you skip something? You could skip a level. You're in a high place and you ain't humble. You're trying to humble you on another level, trying to teach you something. But now you done got too high. You're too proud to go back down there on that altar. You're too proud for somebody to come and help you because you feel like you've been here the longest. You feel like you done got, man, God finna send some souls in him. Everywhere he send me, gonna be some souls. Everywhere. I don't be wanting all those spirits around me. I don't want them around me. Everybody got a job to do. This ain't no vacation. This ain't just going just to be around. You can look at that stuff on the video, and then you can say, I want to be there. No, I don't need you there looking. If you're going to go there, you're going to go through something. You need a bunch of wounded people who ready to labor for God. A bunch of hurting people who done been hurt, ready to labor for God. A bunch of rejected people laboring for God. Don't need nobody who's sitting here, I don't like you, you know. God can't even be free because you in there. Tell somebody I want to be saved. So you go back to your little playing church thing. I want to be in there with miracles, signs, and wonders. Go back in there where you can sing and just be emotional and do all this. You can shout and you can dance and ain't no change. Be back in there where you can preach Jesus and it ain't no change. Go on back there. I ain't living like that. God will change you. He'll hurt you in the process. Somebody tell God thank you. He'll break your spirit in the process. And they're sitting there getting mad because there it is, he's trying to change you into another person and you fighting to hold on to who you are. I disliked myself enough till I went along with it. Go, Lord, break me. Do what you got to do to break me. I don't care what you got to do. If you got to hurt my feelings, hurt my feelings. And he hurt my feelings. I didn't say that and then he spared me. He hurt my feelings. And I still had to give him glory. Because he's a good God. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can get him and act like you can't take nothing, can't go through nothing, you don't understand nothing, like you can't be touched. That's your business. This morning he told me, he said, he was talking about, I told y'all he was talking about Arnetta and Mahogany. He said, nobody could understand that kind of hurt, but somebody else went through it. You don't want to go through nothing. How you gonna help somebody just up here, just preaching and singing and teaching and just playing your instruments and doing all this and stuff, ain't going through nothing. You can't help nobody. But you can sure play church. You can play church. See, got another mother who lost a baby, another mother who lost a baby, they held hands. Somebody had to love God enough. And the one thing, they had that in common, but they also had something else in common. What they had in common, both of them wanted Jesus. And that connected. Well, the poor child can't have sit still. She just be speaking in tongues, moving and dancing. You can't eating and dancing, just eating and dancing. Lord have mercy, help her, Lord. You know, down there eating. I said, is you just eat everything. You know, she had a little birthday yesterday. See, when you're humble, people ain't be looking for everything. The little bitty thing. You be happy. You know, it was Heather's birthday. I know Heather probably looking at me. And she found something at the clearance rack. And I said, get it. You know, it was 75 cents. I mean, the spirit done got on me now. I go in Walmart now without my mask on and go straight to the clearance rack. I got me some $5 shirts about, you know, and bought Clifford a $5 shirt. You know, man, we're proud for people. You know, y'all need some Nikes. I sent Sharon Brill down there to buy me some Walmart Bobos. I said, I specifically said, go down there and get me some Walmart Bobos. She come back with some Pumas. Then I got to look on the list and see if the Pumas, thank God the Pumas ain't on there. I can't do that. I said, what kind of spirit is this? What kind of spirit is this? I cannot do that. You can't go to Walmart and give me some shoes without no check on it. I can't do that. So I ain't paying for them. I ain't paying for them. I'm going to wear them too. I got on some Pumas right now. I ain't paying for them. I told her what to do. I can do it. Y'all love the Lord? It's a wonderful life. So God got to take somebody who hurting enough, who ain't going to fight the process. Somebody going to come and jug at you. Something going to happen in your life. God will take that thing that the enemy trying to use just to humble you, to get you in position, because he's trying to give you something. Tell somebody God trying to give you something. You're sitting here bucking the system. I'm trying to give you some more of him, not them. Give you some more of him. You're going to be just like your family. I ain't being like them. No, sir, Reed Barbarino. They love you to death. You need to have somebody in your life love you to life. Love you to eternal life. Look at how I'm determined we're going to go to heaven. That's the kind of love you need. No, I'm down with you when you're wrong. No, I ain't down with you. Y'all love the Lord? 2 Chronicles 12 in your Bibles and the 6th and the 7th verse. Read.
Whereupon the princes of Israel and the king humbled themselves, and they said, the Lord is righteous.
Now high places, humbling themselves. The princes and the kings humbling themselves, and they're saying the Lord is right. But I'm going through something, but God is right. Read.
And when the Lord saw that they humbled themselves, the word of the Lord came to Shemaiah.
Now,
saying,
when God see you humble yourself, he's still going to use somebody to communicate. Read.
Saying, they have humbled themselves, therefore I will not destroy them, but I will grant them some deliverance.
I'll grant them some deliverance.
And my wrath shall not be poured out upon Jerusalem by the hand of
He said, not only will I spare them, I'll spare somebody else that's close to them. Do you love him or not? Mama, don't you tell me you love them children and you want to do your thing. You're a liar. You don't love them. You don't love them. If you love them, he'll bless. He said, I promise you and your children. You want to break the rules? Then the penalty can be your child. If God wants to, but that's all the devil doing. The devil can't touch God, so he's going at his turn. We are the children of God. So what he do? He fight us because he can't do nothing to God. If God wants you and he ain't going to let the devil kill you, then you don't know who your child is. You do it another way. If you humble yourself, you can bless not only your life, you can bless somebody else's life. I held on through all the rough times. Talked about it. People didn't understand, even church folk didn't understand why I did what I did. My kids, my wife, none of them understood why I did what I did. Didn't care. I found what I've been looking for in Jesus, and I sold out to him. Didn't care what nobody said. Now I can live this eyes haven't seen. It's exciting when you live eyes haven't seen nor ears have heard. Exciting when you can look over there and you can see a spirit. You know, well, I told you it was in the van. I said there's a spirit right there. I'm tired. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. I see a demon right outside the van. I said, yeah, there's a spirit right there. Used to it. You know, when it first get saved, you can see him out the corner of your eye, checking, and you can't hardly see him. Then when you get on in there, they stay right there. You say, yeah, I see you. You see me. You know who I am. I know who you are. Mess with me if you want. And then you're going to go by what you see. What you see is temporary. What you don't see is eternal. You don't see the angels. You don't see the devils. You don't see God. You don't see Satan. You don't see them, but they are eternal. And that's who control the seen world, what you see. Either you controlled by the devil or you controlled by God. One of the two. There ain't no gray area. You ain't controlled by you. You ain't never been in control of you. The day we were born in sin. Somebody, no matter what you teach a child, whatever you teach them, it don't mean that they're going to be what you taught them. They could be something totally different. You poured all yourself into them. We poured myself into many people, and they just walk away. And God just send new souls. Just send new souls. You still right here in your feelings, you don't really love God people and you think you're saved. You ain't saved. You don't want to be around them. You don't like them. But you think you got something going on with God. You ain't saved. When you saved, you're going to love God and his people. Somebody tell God thank you. Y'all ain't got no shout. You can shout when you get delivered. Tell the Lord thank you. 2 Chronicles 32 and 26, read.
Notwithstanding, Hezekiah humbled himself before the pride of his heart, both he and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, so that the wrath of the Lord came not upon them in the days of Hezekiah.
If you go through your problem and you humble yourself, God will deal with the enemy. He'll carry you through it. What you're going through right now is supposed to be humbling you. What you're facing right now, what God is trying to do, he's trying to humble you and trying to get you to come here. Let you know, I don't care what you do, you're going to need me to get out of this. You're going through something right now, it's going to take God to get you out. It took God to get us out, all three of them polices. And we down there, well, I ain't going to say they're burning crosses, but they lighting up crosses. When you look at them from a distance, it looks like they're burning. We're down there where they lighting up crosses. Down there in their territory. I mean, it's so secluded. Look like we went about 15, 20 miles in the woods. Then there's some, you see, civilization. We down there, and they couldn't do nothing. God said, I'm covering my son. I'm covering my son. You covered. I said, Lord, I plead the blood of Jesus over all of us in this car. I plead the blood of Jesus. They're out there with their guns. I said, I plead the blood of Jesus. I had a BB gun, a pellet gun, that I forgot was in the car. Plead the blood of Jesus. See, that's when that blood seals. Then I said, hey, what's going on with that lit up cross? I'm thinking I'm talking to Klansman anyhow. So I'm finna ask him, what's going on with that lit up cross in your yard? Well, that's protection. Protection. We've been protected. You think a Christmas tree lights on some wood protecting you? Just like Santa Claus protecting you. If you're going to get anybody, you're probably going to get Santa Claus coming out. Christmas tree lights on the wood, and think it's keeping something out. And then what came out the house had a black face, but they were white. The spirit. They're trying to keep something from coming in, but it's already in there. Do you really want to be saved? When you see these spirits, you can see this stuff going on in the spirit realm. We had Sister Rose to the nursery. I'm hollering at her. Why you driving? You speed up on curbs. You slow down when you're on highway. What's wrong with you? And then they see the spirit. There goes spirit. Look at that spirit. Just turn around. Like we got how to drive. Turn it on. Get back down there where it was dark and lit the place up. So when them lights was off, you could see them. It lit the place up so you can't see them. Y'all love the Lord? This life real. That's why these folks got these churches closed. They ain't deal with the spirit world. They deal with what was portrayed as religion. And then when God wants you, He's going to send a test your direction, and He send a test your direction. If you don't respond right, they're going to get you. You better respond right, not to them, but to Him. You better respond right to God. I'm going to show you the whole process. Let's go to 2 Chronicles 33 and 12. Corona came, was sending out a message to the whole world. Read 2 Chronicles 33, 12.
And when he was in affliction, he besought the Lord his God. and humble himself greatly before the God of his fathers.
This is what affliction is supposed to do. This is what affliction is supposed to do. It's supposed to humble you. You don't supposed to go through no affliction and then you're coming out the same old way. You don't want to humble yourself. You don't want to listen. It's something else to come behind that. That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to make you look at God different, make you look at the saints different, make you look at life different, you know, especially when you know you almost left him. It's supposed to humble you. You come something now. If you're a child of the devil, you can go through all that stuff and then come out the same old way. Still nasty, still mean, still thinking the same old way, still thinking people picking at you. Ain't nobody picking at you. You need to confess your sin because you want your blessing and you ain't confessing everything. You need to tell the whole story. Quit telling pieces. God ain't finna bill it on no lie. You don't have no choice except to be like whoever spirit you took in. Do y'all love the Lord? 2 Chronicles 36 and 12. Read.
And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord his God, and humbled not himself before Jeremiah.
He humbled not himself before Jeremiah. He humbled not himself before the man of God. Read.
And humbled not himself before Jeremiah the prophet, speaking from the mouth of the Lord.
The man of God be speaking from the mouth of the Lord, and you won't humble yourself, you won't receive. You said it trying to change his mind. That's witchcraft. Because what? All you're going to do is find somebody that agree. I don't want to find nobody that agree with me in wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Oh, don't be, well, you know what? They see it my way. It don't matter. We were just talking about earlier, me and Clifford, how you could be naturally right and spiritually wrong. You right. They treat you wrong. They just handle you any kind of way. But spiritually, God was trying to do something. He was trying to change you, and you came out with a bad spirit. So that same crew who was naturally wrong can repent and be saved, and you go to hell, and they were dead wrong in what they did to you. Because you did not get the lesson that God was trying to teach you. Tell somebody I want to be saved. He purposely got something going on in your life right now that you can't handle. You can't call your posse. You can't get your boys. You can't get nobody. You're going to need somebody bigger than them. You're going to need Jesus. He can go and touch somebody. He went and touched them police's head. Whenever Monday night, Tuesday morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, we around there pulling in people's yard, taking pictures, you know, taking the bright light. Then you put it in reverse and say, so I'm like, oh, we can't be quiet. You know, man just screaming, waking people up 1 o'clock in the morning, look out the window, see a black. Then the police, what do you say? They think y'all some goons from the government. So you gonna call us some goons from what? We some goons from Jesus. That's where we from. We ain't from no government. Then I said, we came down here to look at buying the town. Well, the town is not for sale, just some property. You know, there's some black people talking about coming and buying your town. Well, it's just some property. Mm-hmm. Okay. But we had God on our side. They couldn't do what they wanted to do. Well, who was that walking down? Oh, I said that was us. Walking down the road this time? Yeah, that was us. They got out the car. I told them to take some pictures to read the sign. That was us. So that was y'all walking down? Yeah, that was us. I'm confessing everything. Yeah, that was us. Whatever they were planning on doing, Jesus the only one who go in somebody's head. So you ain't doing nothing. Yeah, that was us. So that was y'all walking down there. Guess you want to try to buy. There's another set of people. Y'all in here riding around. And no, I said, no, we stopped, took some pictures of the sign. You know, that was us. They got the guns. We ain't got the guns. We got Jesus. I had my mask on. Jesus. I ain't had the Rona mask on. I had the one I have on permanent. This one I got on right. I got it on right now. Jesus. That's what blocked Corona. Somebody say Jesus. Jesus. That's the cure to Corona. Ain't that I said it the right way, right? Corona. Yeah, that's it. I ain't preaching hard and the church wrong. I'm sitting down and people getting the Holy Ghost. It's Jesus. I ain't sweating. People getting filled with the Holy Ghost. They can say they ain't getting filled all they want. I know they feel. Now what people do with it after they get it, that's between them and God. Do y'all love the Lord? God sent the test for this reason. Job 5:11. Read.
To set up on high those that be low.
To set up on high those that be low.
That those which mourn may be exalted.
He said, I'm going to get all them people at the bottom, and I'll pick them up. All them people mourning, he said, I'll pick them up. I ain't looking for them proud folks. He said, I'll wing them out. They ain't gonna survive all this stuff I'm finna send them through. They ain't gonna sit here. Yeah, if you like women, it's one brother. If you like some women, it's gonna be one that wink their eye at you. And Bishop ain't looking. They gonna be ready. Sister, if you're thirsty, there's one there ready to drink. With your thirsty self. You need to be whooped. And when he finished with beating upside your head, you will be whooped. You should have took these bricks that I had to throw and that fist that he's going to slang on your head. Y'all love the Lord? I ain't afraid to tell you the truth. Ain't nobody told me nothing about you but God. I'm teaching right now all up in your business. And you know I am. Somebody tell God thank you. Because we serve a good God. This is how God knows who's healed. This is how he find out who really heals. I'm going to send you through the tests, and then they're going to reveal who you are. He said, why? Because he loved everybody. For God so loved the world, he gave his own. He'll give anybody a chance. He gave Judas a chance. He could have let Judas just came and be a member of the church. He let Judas be on the apostle board. He was one of the apostles. The man that's going to betray him and have him crucified. Put him in the private room, gave him all the treasure. Gave him position. That's how much love God got for you. Anyhow, regardless. Now, and you can't respect the fact that God done showed his love to you. He done tell somebody God spared you. That's the only reason you here now, because God spared you. We'd have buried you. God spared you. I would have preached your funeral. He spared you. Think about all them close calls you had. Before I got saved, I had guns in my head. After I got saved, I had guns taking me in the woods. Totally different. I said, Lord, please don't let this man kill himself, because I know all this work you done showed me to do, I ain't going nowhere. Not right now. He gonna have to wait. Then I go to talking to them demons. I say, nah, the battle, Armageddon. I say, I'm looking for you. Because I'm going to be one of them 10,000 saints coming back with Jesus to fight. I'm going to be with him. I'm finna look for your behind. I want to be the one to cast you in the lake. Watch out for me. I'm coming straight at your face. I ain't going to be behind your back. Y'all love the Lord? Because I be preaching straight at y'all face. I ain't talking behind your back. Tell God thank you. And you know what? That test, if you let it do its job, you're going to be more blessed than you ever been in your life. It's going to humble you. It'll open up your ears so you can hear God. It'll open up your heart that you can receive His word. You put yourself in a whole different category. You're sitting here getting mad about this, mad about this, mad about this. Everything happening just to get me to go to hell. I told y'all I can't take no pain. Everything 10. No, ain't no such thing, no 5 pain, 3 pain. I don't know what that is. 10. You know, you stick me, that's 10. Now, I ain't like Mr. Terry. Now, he would have said yes. We do a needle thing, and you'll see the little boy at the end. Try to give Mr. Terry a shot. You see the little boy. You know, y'all love the Lord. Job 22:29. This is how God knows who's His. Read.
When men are cast down,
then
thou shalt say, there is lifting up, and He shall save the humble person.
He said, first I'm going to cast you down. I'm going to knock you down. Whatever level you're on and you came, I'm finna knock you down. I'm finna bust your situation up. Then I'm finna see who's going to be humble down there. And the ones that are humble, that's who I pick back up. I leave you little attitude, your little funny ways. I leave you right on down there where the test took you at. And then you can come in here and you can play your little church game and think you're doing something. I want to be saved. I want to be caught up to meet Him in the air. I don't want to be no foolish virgin. If you was going to go to hell, just be the hoe you was going to be. A foolish virgin. Do y'all love the Lord? It's going to be nasty, be nasty. You're going to go to God, go all the way. Don't just go to church just to come out of this situation. You get out of this situation, go back and do your thing. There's something worse coming after that. I said, if you got me out of this, I'll live for you the rest of my life, and I got to keep my end of the bargain because He keep getting me out of stuff, keep bringing me through stuff. He keep making a way out of no way. He keep doing it. I was sitting over at that house on 14th Street today by myself, and then sitting in there, feeling comfortable. I said, I probably ain't gonna be here no how, because evangelism finna pick up. The work of God finna pick up. I was going about, 3 weeks this time? About 3 weeks. Been gone. When we started Brundage, we were going about 3 months. Well, people getting saved, people getting healed, people getting delivered, and then you getting used to sitting home. Do you think they're giving you all that government money to control you? Giving you your EBTs, giving you your stimulus, giving you everything so you'll do what they say do? I won't give you no stimulus if you don't do this. I won't give you your EBTs except you take the mark. I want to give you a shot, a corona vaccine shot with a tip in it. I won't give you no money. I bet you'll be eating some grass then. Everybody be alkaline. Or they're going to take that mark. Job 22, let's go to Proverbs 29 and 23. This is how God knows who's His. Read.
A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit.
You can see who belong to God. You can see who belong to God. Is Tanika here? Tanika in here. Tell her to forward you that Marco Polo of you. She sent me today. You need to listen to it. Tell God thank you. Isaiah 2 and 11. Read.
The lofty looks of men shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted.
So what is God saying? He said, whatever state you came in, let me just remind you, I'm finna bust it up. I'm finna bring it down. Tell somebody gonna take you down. And when you start going down, that's a sign that you're moving up in God. When stuff starts turning on you, that's a sign that He's calling you. Don't look at the winds. Don't look at all the stuff that's going on. Lord, what you want, Lord? You want me? He want you. He want you. And He's showing you, you don't belong in the world. You belong with me. And He will do by all means necessary to get you. He's going to bring His own ball. Whatever it takes to get you, He's going to do it. He's going to do it. You can be stubborn all you want. If you want to make it harder on yourself, just be stubborn. I ain't ready yet. I ain't ready to change yet. I'm finna do my thing. I ain't ready. Okay, just keep on. It's gonna get a little harder. Be something. It's gonna be something. I told one of the brothers. I said, matter of fact, with little Derek. I told Derek, he ended up finna fight. I said, hey, you finna fight in front of me? You finna fight somebody in front of me? I'm right here. You gonna fight somebody in front of me? I said, if you don't do what God said do, you're going to do 20 years in prison. And you're going to do it in there. I think you're facing about 20 right now. Last time I heard he got 20. You're going to be the preacher you were supposed to be. You're going to be the man of God you were supposed to be. You could have did it right out here. But no, you didn't want to go down. Well, the system got something against me. And ain't no system got nothing against you. They ain't got nothing against you. You had a call on your life. God called you. You wanted to stay out there. He still could get you to do what He said do. If He got to lock you up for 20 years, He'll do it, and you still going to do what He said do. You'll witness up something. You be the safest person in San Quentin. 20 years and 15,000 get the Holy Ghost in your ministry. And you could have did that right out here. Tell somebody you could do it out here right now. You do what? You could be in your calling right here, right now. You could be in your calling. It don't take all that stuff to be going through. It don't take all that trouble to be coming in your life. It don't take all that big old fight that you got to go through just to do what God said do. You can answer your call right now. You can live for God. Job 33. If you don't let these tests do their job, then it comes, I call it the alkaline way. You don't let these tests do their job, God make you go alkaline. Job 33:16, read it.
Then,
now y'all listen very carefully. Listen very carefully. This man went through a whole lot, Job. Now he finna break down for us in the future what all of these things mean. Read.
Then He openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction.
He opened the ears of men and sealed the instructions. He ain't gonna just give it to them. Read.
That He may withdraw man from his purpose.
So I can take you out of your purpose, your agenda, what you think you got going on, what you think, the way you think life gonna be. I let people go ahead and do their own life. You so determined that this is what you want, you can have it. If that's what you want so bad, take it. You like it like that, then you go ahead and get it like that. You want some horsehair? Get you some horsehair. It don't matter. You say, now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to open their ears and seal their instructions, and I'm going to withdraw their purpose from them. So what? I'm going to break your spirit. I'm going to withdraw your purpose from you. What you think is blessed, what you think is happy, what you think is love, what you think is success. I'm going to pull it from you, your purpose. Read.
And hide pride from man. He keepeth back his soul from the pit.
You say, now, we say, understand, I'm trying to keep you out of here. Read.
And his life from perishing by the sword. He is chastened also with pain upon his bed. And the multitude...
Okay, now, you don't let these tests come. He said, now, you're going to be chastened with pain upon his bed. Read.
And the multitude of his bones with strong pain,
So
that his life...
Sound like Corona? Read.
So that his life abhorreth bread, and his soul dainty meat.
Yeah. You ain't going to eat no bread, and you ain't going to want no more danishes. You're going to be so sick, you're going to go alkaline. Ask these people who've been sick. Ask them what they ate. Danish wasn't going to get it. They wasn't going to get it. They didn't want to eat no steak. They didn't want to eat nothing. They might suck on a little soup, might do a little something. They didn't want nothing. They went straight alkaline detoxing. Why? Because you didn't want to deal with the tests they were sending your way. Read.
His flesh is consumed away that it cannot be seen.
They're getting skinnier and skinnier. They kept on going. They were disintegrated, turned to a skeleton. Read.
And his bones that were not seen stick out. Yea, his soul draweth near.
Now you know that something wrong when your bones go to sticking out. You ain't got no fat on you. It's his bones. Read.
His flesh is consumed away that it cannot be seen.
What verse you at?
Verse 22.
Read.
Yea, his soul draweth near unto the grave, and his life to the destroyers. If there be a messenger with him, an interpreter, one among 1,000, to show unto man his uprightness. You better hope there's a messenger in your life. Because now what did he do from the very beginning, back in the 16th verse? Then he opened the ears of men and sealed their instructions. And what? Gave it to a messenger. Gave the answer to somebody else. You can come on out of there and still disrespect that person, that messenger, if you want them. Because the instructions, the messenger got it. Because he sealed them from you. Put you on your back. Went through your affliction. Took my staff, laid it on my wife. The thing that you used, the shepherd got the staff. I got the staff at the house. I ain't got no place to hang it in here. I'm supposed to be hanging on the wall in the church. Got my staff. She went to bed with my staff. Staff, the shepherd's staff, something he can lean on, something he can correct with, something he can fight with. It's a staff. And all you have to do is hit that ground. He said, my sheep hear my voice. All that shepherd had to do was hit that staff. And all the sheep feel a vibration that hit the ground and start going in the direction that staff going. He going that way. My sheep hear my voice. I laid my staff on. I said, go to bed with this. My pastor told me, gave me instructions. Then I gave her instructions. He said, where your staff? I'm going to go and send for it. I had it up here. He said, get your staff. He said, you the man of God. She want to be here, lay it on her. Lay it on. Then I had to go and pray and cry. Pray and cry. I was praying and crying for y'all. That's why you still here. I've been praying and crying. You can see things happening to the saints. Lord, don't let it happen, Lord. Lord, keep them. Lord, if it meant to get closer to you, just let that do that job, Lord. Touch their heart, touch their mind, Lord. Don't let them rebel. Don't let them get mad. Don't let them get upset. Just let them see that you love them and you're trying to get them to you. He loves you. He ain't gonna let you have your way. Your blessing is in God's hand. I prayed with Vonche. You know, Vonche thinks she's cute. And I tarried with Vonche. When nobody here, I was looking around for some sisters to pray with, and nobody was here. She was sitting there, and I was sitting here. And I said,
The Lord said, go there and tarry with her. When I prayed with Von, said, the power of God came on. The Lord told me, he said, send her to Shabuta. Let her stay up there, Bob. I said, you're going to Shabuta. That's where you're going to be at. Well, God be trying to get a person away. He wants you. He wants you. See, y'all wouldn't want to be around me when the yam don't have no phone around me. So you got to get your phone up. I collect cell phones. I collect cell phones. You know you backsliding on that phone. I collect them. So you're going on a fast. Mahogany was on a fast. Bree was on a fast. Facebook fast. Cell phone fast. It was on a fast. And I put Bree praying with Mahogany. And she seen that demon rose up. Bree backed off then and looked. What's going on? I said, oh, you ain't never seen that before? I said, well, you're going to do what I tell you to do. Next night, I said, you go up there and cast it out. That's your sister. Once she went up there, I'll tell you some demon chasers that Bree and Shankobi. There's some demon chasers there. Some demons scared of them. Then Bree didn't even know what she had in her. When she found out the demons scared of her, she went out. I be praying for Shankobi look like she gonna knock something out. Got me look like she be ready to go 12 rounds with the heavyweight champion of the world. I said, Lord, I better keep an eye on her. Look like she finna punch something over there. You better straighten up, demon. In the name of Jesus, come out. Next thing you know, here come them tongues. I think where I was coming, you know. I had a midnight prayer. Because Mahogany spoke in tongues with Sister Rose and Latoya and all that, but she wasn't even spoken tongue around me, you know. So I went down there to pray with her. I said, she ain't spoken tongue. I said, you know, she spoken tongue on y'all standing, not mine. So ain't nothing wrong with me sending them back down. Because if you got it, it's going to show up again. I said, well, we having a midnight prayer. Boy, and I was in there. And that fire came in there. Show up. Boy, you smart. Or when I kicked everybody out, sure did. Me and Ella Ernst. Sure did. Boy, I like your brain. Pinky and the brain. He the brain, I'm Pinky. Yeah, I did. I kicked everybody out of the church. So y'all leave out. You know. Because I said, I don't want to go home. This child ain't got no Holy Ghost. She gonna speak in tongues from me. Kick everybody out. It's me and other Ernest. By the time I told them to come back in there, she was flowing. Gone in the spirit. Speaking in tongues, dancing, you know, all around the place. So y'all come on back in now. I think I got up and ready to go, wasn't I? I got up and said, well, y'all stay on here. I'm gone now. I'm gone. It's a relationship with God. He intends to save you, and it's somebody connected to you that he wants to be saved. I was sitting in here last night, Dorothy was sitting right there, and the Lord said, have they ever thought that I really do want to save her? Did anybody think, you know, Dorothy taught, and she needed to be delivered. He said, but did anybody think that I want to save her? I know she ain't there, see, but have anybody considered the fact that this could be my child? They ain't acting like you. They don't understand like you. This person can be my child, and they're a mess right now. Have you considered that? Tell God thank you. Hey, it's the nurse calling. What verse we at? Let's go to 23. Job 33, 23. Read. I can't hear you. Okay. Well, just holler then. Okay, let me get it. If there be a message with him, y'all get a mic for him, and an interpreter, one among 1,000, to show unto the man his uprightness. Then he is gracious unto him, and said, deliver him from going down to the pit. I have found the ransom. You home?
His flesh shall be fresher than a child's. He shall.
You're going to go through all of this sin sickness. Now, if you come out, if you humble yourself, he said, now I'm going to bring you back more healthier than you was before. If you're humble, tell somebody you got to humble yourself. You're going to go through all this thing that's facing you right now, what you're dealing with right now. If you just humble yourself, you believe me, you're going to come out a better person than what you was before you were going through. You say, I got you going through something right now. It's on Bluetooth. Tell my wife we're going to switch to Bluetooth. Hello? You don't turn it off? It went to Bluetooth. Y'all love the Lord? Well, at least you got some Bible stuff. Tell the Lord, thank you, Jesus. What verse we at? 25th verse, read.
His flesh shall be fresher than a child's. He shall return to the days of his youth. He shall pray unto God, and he will be favorable unto him, and he shall see his face with joy, for he will render unto man his righteousness. Now remember, you at the 26th verse, the next will be 27. Let's go back up here to the 19th verse. He is chastened also with pain upon the bed, and the multitude of the bones were strong. See, God showed you that just because you on the other side of your blessing don't mean it was there to destroy you. He's just trying to teach you something. You could be on the other side of your blessing. You're going through right now. It's hard right now. People juking at you, things happen, all kind of stuff coming at you. You're on the other side, but the ending don't supposed to be the way the world wanted to be. It could be that way if you don't get the lesson that God's trying to teach you. But pain was there. Couldn't eat what they wanted to eat was there. All is near to the grave, the Bible says. Look at that 22nd verse. Yeah, his soul draweth near unto the grave, and his life to the destroyer. Let's go to 27th verse. Read. He looketh upon men, and if any say, I have sinned, and perverted that which was right, and it profited me not. He will deliver his soul from going into the pit, and his life shall see the light. Lo, all these things worketh good oftentimes with man, to bring back his soul from the pit, to be enlightened.
He said, now all these things working good, all that stuff you going through, the Lord telling you now, he said, the only reason I got it there is to keep you from the pit. I sent something your way where you're going to have to come to me. Are you sitting here thinking it's all about you? Ain't none of this about you. He's allowing things to happen to you. He's trying to keep you out of the pit, keep you from going to hell. Why? Because there's something on this earth that you can't handle yourself. You're going to have to go to God. He's going to make you come to church. He's going to make you come to him. He's going to make you seek him. Or that thing going to get you if you don't. Derek ain't the only one in jail. I done preached to thousands of people. Just all sitting here. Thousands of folks. I don't know how many folks got the Holy Ghost. They wanted their own thing. I can't take that. I can't love like that. I can't deal with this. I gotta go out here and do my thing. Go back to the place where you failed at. Go back where life wasn't working for you. Go back where you almost died at. I want to go back to that. It didn't work for me when I was in control, and I thought I was in control. It didn't work then. What verse we at? I'm about through. 28? Read the 28th verse.
He will deliver his soul from going into the pit, and his life shall see the light. Lo, all these things worketh good oftentimes with man, to bring back his soul from the pit, to be enlightened with the light of the living. Mark well, O Job, hearken unto me, hold thy peace, and I will speak. If thou hast anything to say, answer me. Speak, for I desire to justify thee.
Read. If not, hearken unto me, hold thy peace, and I shall teach you the wisdom. Y'all love the Lord? Tell somebody you just in school. Your life is a classroom. Got you in the classroom right now. You better study. Because the test is here and you better study. You got to pass the test. Tell somebody you got to pass this test. This is a matter of life and death, eternal. You facing a thing that's eternal. You finna determine whether you finna live for God or live for the devil, because he's sending that hard thing to you now. You facing that hard thing. Somebody tell him thank you. In my last scripture, we'll tell God thank you. This must be a whopper here. It's, trying to give you something. And you want to do something else. Tell God thank you. Jeremiah 32. Tell the Lord thank you. And 27. Read.
Behold, I am the Lord, the God of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me?
The Lord says, is anything too hard for me? He asking you. You think your situation too hard for him? He said, I'm the God of all flesh. I can go to whoever your enemy is. I can go right in their head and tell them what to do to you. That's what happened Monday night. I won't worry about no police. I know everything going on in the world now. You weren't finna read about us. We covered in the blood of Jesus. They ain't gonna read about you if you cover yourself in his blood. It's the time to seek God. Seek him with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul. See, you still wanna listen to your music? You still wanna play Lil Wayne? Still want to listen to your music? Listen to your music then. You do that. See where it gets you. Still want to do your thing? You go ahead and do it. Isaiah 9. trying to go. And 6. Read.
For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder.
The government should be upon his shoulder.
And his name shall be called Wonderful.
No, one of his names is Wonderful. So
Counselor.
you want to be happy? His name is Wonderful. What the other name is?
Counselor.
What a counselor do? He do what? He's a counselor. A counselor talking your behalf. A counselor is like a lawyer. They say, I'll be your counselor. I'll go inside them people's head and tell them what to do. A man got mad when I asked about that lit up cross in the yard. It's my protection. Who, from black folks? That what you really trying to say? You think that lit up cross gonna protect you from black folks? We'll bust it up in the name of Jesus. The lights will go out. Counselor, what else?
The mighty God.
Mighty God.
The everlasting Father.
The everlasting Father.
The Prince of Peace.
So I give you some peace in the middle of your mess. I give you some peace. Tell somebody, just calm down and seek God. While they're sitting there, while the enemy plotting, they're making their plot against you. God said the plot ain't gonna work. You come to me, the plot ain't gonna work. The weapon will form, but it ain't gonna prosper. Yeah, they're pointing right at you. They might even pull a trigger. They're gonna backfire. Y'all love the Lord? Tell somebody, God got my back and my front. Just in case you want to stab him in the back, you got that and that. Any questions, any comments? Humble on another level. That's what we're talking about. Humble on another level. This thing, all this stuff going, what the saints going through and what y'all going through now is to humble you on another level. He's just trying to humble you and make you come to him. He's trying to make you come to him. Why? Because you wouldn't listen last year. You wouldn't listen the year before that. So I'm finna make you come. You don't come now? You say, I got a thing called affliction next. It'll put you on an alkaline fast. You eating like Bishop. Bishop on some soup. You ain't gonna eat no meat. You can't even hold no meat in your belly. Don't even want no salad. You want a little bit of this. He put you in straight detox. You be in detox mode. Right before the pit. Take you right there to the door of the pit. That thing will humble. And if they can come up out of that and still be themselves, then they ain't meant to be saved. Then what you facing right now don't get you to change your heart, you ain't meant to be saved. I ain't finna be going no prison no 20 years and I can preach out here. I can preach behind bars, but I can preach on the other side of the bar too. I might well preach out here. Y'all love the Lord? That Clifford, you were preaching in jail. That Clifford was preaching in jail. Send me some scripture, Pastor. I sent him some scripture. He preaching in jail. The 18th, when you preach, on the 18th? When is that? When is the third Sunday? 21st. Turn him loose the 21st. You're going to find out you feel more better preaching on the other side of them bars in a pulpit. In jail. Arthur's in there telling them about Jesus. Had a whole cell. What's that cell where you got a whole lot of people in? In the Green Bay. Open dogs? Open Bay. Mr. Terry said open dorm. He older than you, so back in his day they call it dorm. They call it Bay 9. That's why I said Green Bay. Open Bay. He had about 40, 50 members in the open bay in her ministry. Y'all love the Lord? Somebody tell God thank you. You know, why? She didn't think that she thought going to jail was finna lose everything. You know, my job, pastor, I lose my job. They're finna give me an apartment. You know, I ain't got no money. Every one of them things, God fixed it while she was behind bars. When she got out, she had an apartment, job, she got favor on the job, still had the job waiting on her. Everything she was in there doing, I'm gonna lose this, I'm gonna lose this. No, God had to lock her up. How long you had you on 21-day fast? I mean, 21 days enough? Put locked up for 21 days. Had a bay full of people listening. He had to take you down. You ain't got to go through all that. All you had to do was listen. If you take heed right now, he can change your situation right now. He'll fix it for you right now. And they'll be sitting there, I don't know why. I don't know why we changed our mind. I don't know why we favoring you. You have to give God the glory. So I know this Jesus right now. When I asked that man about that lit up cross in the yard, he ain't like that. I almost showed who he was. Then had one of the brother cops back there. I guess he was just gonna sit back there and go along with it. So I was against that spirit too. Ain't no black power. It's Jesus' power. He would have shot us too. Remember old coat. I love the Lord. I think we better turn this thing off. You know what I'm saying? Leo, wake up and turn that record off. May God bless you. May heaven smile upon you. Any questions?